I'm going to center. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm hoping the Giants don't trade Luis Ariz.
I'm good with it.
I'm so
Whatever.
You know they're going to if they can't trade.
Adonis.
Yep. I know.
Chapman.
Okay, we're live.
We are.
Check.
I'm so
You know they're going to if they can't trade.
Adonis.
Hello and welcome everyone to beautiful Yarborough Stadium here at Solano Community College. We got a good one on tap for you today. It'll be the Solano Mudcats taking on the Lincoln Potters. We're only got a few games left here at home. Of course, the Solano Mudcats are going to end the 2026 season on the road next week. They only have about a week and a half left of games, but they're 13 and 14 coming into tonight, and they've been struggling as of late, but their offense still ranks number 1 in the PEL. They're hitting .325 as a team, and they also lead in extra base hits as well as RBIs, and all of hitting too.
That's right. Yes, they do.
So one of the things that, I'll start with my intro, one of the things that I'm looking forward to with the Mudcats tonight is continuing with the hitting. One of the things that I'm looking forward to tonight is with the hitting for the Mudcats. And we'll get the starting lineups for the Solano Mudcats in just a minute and their defensive alignments. But Antonio, so far getting to do this, both of our first years getting to do the Mudcat games, what has been one of the things that you've been most excited about this year so far with the Mudcats, or getting to do this entire season?
Yeah, Ryan. The thing I've been most excited about for this entire season has been their defense. I mean, especially their infield. They've turned the most double plays in all of the PEL. So I'm looking forward to them seeing probably maybe 5 or 6 double plays turned today, along with their pitching. Their pitching has been really excellent so far. I mean, they've had their moments, they've had their struggles, but overall, they have some decent arms. So
yeah, and their defense has been really, really good. It's been one of their strong suits this year. I think for me, one of the things that I have had the pleasure, obviously, getting to cover them this year and getting to know the players and getting to, I went on the road to Humboldt with them. I got to go to see that entire 5-game series, which was really fun, getting to be up there. For those that, are out here in Solano County, going up to Humboldt, it's a pretty cool experience to get to go to that ballpark and for the July 4th weekend. But getting to get close with the players, and also their offense, their hitting has been obviously the best in the PEL the entire season. And that's one of the things that's really impressed me, that I'm really grateful for, to get to cover these games. And all of these players have been extremely good. Everyday hitters like Zach Goldenberg, Wyatt Davis, just to name a few. But there's a runner at first with nobody out. As here's the 0-1. And that misses just high. So the count will run to 1-1. That's good, thank you. That way I have a spot. This one's hit on the ground and past the reach of Goldenberg into right field. So throw comes back into Brendan Murphy at shortstop, and now there's going to be 2 runners at the corners with nobody out. This
Mudcats defense is off to a slow start. I mean, normally we don't see this very often from the Mudcats. They don't give up they don't give up a walk to the first batter and then a base hit to put runners in the corners. So I'm looking to see if with this first and third situation right here, I'm looking forward to see how they take on this challenge right here.
Well, Cal Elvis gets the start today for the Mudcats. He's also going to be in the DH, so a little two-way action going on for him, which that's always really cool to see. As this pitch misses high. Well, taking a look at the defensive alignments, I'll start with the infield. Dante Coyote, he's at third base. Brendan Murphy, he's at short. I mentioned him a little bit ago. Tyler Crudo, always in the infield somewhere, whether it's short or second. He gets to start at second base. And then Zach Goldenberg, which I just mentioned, he's at first. And Gilbert Roth is behind home plate. Cal Elvis is on the mound. As this one misses off the plate, so that's going to be ball 4. The bases are going to be loaded, and there's still nobody out.
Next up, shortstop number 20, Shane Miller.
And Mason Kelly is in left field. Wyatt Davis gets the start in center field today, and Derek Bartram will be in right field. So that is your Solano Mudcats defensive alignments for today's game. As here's the first pitch, and this one is fouled away. Here's the 0-1, and this one's hit on the ground to Tyler Crudo. He'll go to second for 1, throw to first, not in time. They do get an out on the play, but coming in to score is a runner, and it's 1-0 Potters.
Next up, second baseman number 2, Perrin Bland.
So here's Perrin Bland.
Way cleaner today.
First pitch from Cal Elvis, swing and a miss, 0-1. And this one will miss off the plate. Count will be 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this one's hit on the ground to Coyote. He'll go to second for 1. Here's the throw from Crudo to first, 2, a double play, and that'll end the inning. So the Potters get 1, but they strand the rest. We'll head to the bottom of the first, the Mudcats coming up. Welcome back to the broadcast. We're in the bottom of the first inning. It's 1-0 Lincoln Potters lead. As here's the leadoff hitter, Brendan Murphy will step in for the Mudcats, the left-handed hitter. Tyler Crudo awaits on deck, and Mason Kelly will be in the hole.
Now batting, Brendan Murphy, shortstop.
starting lineup for the Solano Mudcats will go like this. Brendan Murphy leading things off, followed by Tyler Crudo. He's in the second hole, and then Mason Kelly. Goldenberg is in the fourth hole. Wyatt Davis, Bartram, Elvis, who gets the start today, Dante Coyote, Roth, and Roth will round out the batting order. I was reading where I'm reading the lineup card, and that's where Elvis is pitching at the bottom. But of course, he's in the lineup as Brendan Murphy lines out to the third baseman. So Tyler Crudo will now come up to the plate. First pitch to Tyler Crudo is a fastball right in there for strike one. Oh, 1 to Crudo and takes strike two. Looked like it was the same location.
That might have been a little more outside, in my opinion, from where we're sitting at.
Here's the 0-2 to Crudo. Crudo takes a fastball in. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Crudo. Crudo chops one past the reach of the pitcher, along to short. Shortstop makes a nice play, and they got Tyler Crudo at first. That was a great play from the shortstop.
That was Ryan. In my opinion, I thought Tyler Crudo was going to beat that out because it hit off the pitcher's throwing hand, and then it looked like he bobbled it for a minute, but ended up still making that play. So that was an excellent play. Kind of reminded me a bit of Derek Jeter, Brandon Crawford right there.
Yeah, great play going to his, well, to
Love
our
him.
left, but to his right. As Mason Kelly chops one, a high chopper to third. Here's the throw across the diamond in the dirt, nicely scooped out by the first baseman. That'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, bottom of the first, what to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Potters.
Next up, right fielder.
Hi, welcome back to the broadcast. Top of the second inning, 1-0 the Lincoln Potters lead.
Will be the right fielder, number 8, Dobson.
Brady Dobson,
Number 18, I'm sorry.
as he looks at a first pitch fastball in there for strike one. Pitch that just misses below the knees. Count will be 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Elvis. That one misses off the plate and in. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a nice wraparound curveball in there for strike 2. That one started all the way in the right-handed batter's box and finished up right down the middle of the plate.
I thought it was a slider.
Might have been a slurve.
Yeah.
2-2. And that one hit him. And that looked like the same pitch. And it had a lot of movement.
Did I hit his leg guard, or I think I heard bone?
Dobson is kind of limping down the first baseline. Sure that didn't feel too
Next
good.
left catcher, number 27, Mason Belding.
So here's Mason Belding. Number 27, the left-handed hitter. And home plate umpire is giving Dobson some time to make sure he's okay at first. He looks like he is. That was nice of the umpire. Some umpires don't do that.
Yeah. I'm one of the ones who will do that, and I'll end up, if I'm doing it by myself, I'll be the one go down there. If a kid gets hit in the head, if my partner's more experienced than I am, I'll have him do the.
Come on!
I'll have my partner do the concussion test, but if it's me and an unexperienced umpire, I'll be the one doing the concussion test. Or if I know the coach well and he's in the medical field, I'll have him do it. But that does not need a concussion test right there. So I'll have the
Hit him in the leg.
I'll have him run down to the foul pole and come back.
1-1, and that's in there for strike 2. We just saw on the first strike of the at-bat how Elvis broke out. I'm going to say it was a slurve.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because it has too much of a break to be a slider.
Yeah.
And there it is again, and that just misses off the outside corner.
EVS, is that a strike?
I'm not sure.
Well, it also depends on the player's height.
We don't
the batter's
have,
height.
yeah. Maybe one day we'll get the center field camera where you can put the box in the strike zone. Here's the 2-2. This one hit into right field, and that is going to be off the wall. Bartram will play it off the wall. He'll fire it back in to Tyler Crudo. Here's the relay to third. Tag, and he's in there safely. Nice relay throw from Tyler Crudo. He made it a lot closer than it
should have been.
Yeah. And Dobson coming up slowly. That leg probably doesn't feel too good.
No, it is not. I think that's.
And that was the same leg that he got hit on.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to say that was a great play by the right fielder. Played it off the wall instead of normally you see players try to make that catch, and end up running into the wall. That was high IQ play right there. He let it bounce off the wall, high bounce. He barehanded it and fired it in to Tyler Crudo. Almost got the guy out at third. So.
Well, Bartram immediately knew. And you're right with the nice IQ play. He immediately knew that ball was going to be over his head.
Yeah.
So he didn't even try to make a leap forward or a play. He just knew I need to play it off the wall and get it back into the cutoff man as soon as possible.
Because let's be honest, if you try to make a catch, he probably try to jump for it. He's probably going to fall. Well, he's most likely going to fall. And there might be a run scored right now, and that runner is probably on third, and maybe he might even score it.
So, runners at the corners. Here's the 1-1, and that slurve got away from the catcher, and that'll allow a run to come in to score. And Dobson just limping home. I would have to imagine they're going to probably take a look at him to see if he'll... Now there's some confusion. They're going to tell the runner to go back to second. I'm not sure what that was about.
The ball it rolled underneath the railing in the dugout. Where the fence is at.
The ball went out of play?
Yeah, it went out of play, so you're only allowed one base.
Okay. See, I wasn't sure if the ball went. If the ball goes out of play,
it's a dead ball play. You're only allowed one base. So basically, you're only allowed to advance to the base you're advancing to.
So the runner does end up at second with the ball going out of play. A run came in to score. And going back to what I was saying about Dobson, he did not look right coming down the line going home. So I would imagine they're going to probably take a look at him and see if he's good enough to come back in.
Where is he playing at? Ooh, where
Dobson
did that
is
miss?
playing in right field today, so that's going to be something to obviously keep an eye on as this game goes forward. We'll see if he goes back out there in the bottom of the second inning, but the count is full, 3-2. Elvis comes set. Here's the 3-2. This one is ripped into center field. Coming in is the center fielder, Davis, and he'll make the catch. So that ball was kind of an atom ball, just hit right at him. And he makes the play, 1 out. The runner has a retreat back to second base. So I'll bring up Norton. Number 24, the right-handed hitter.
Jackson Norton.
Here's the first pitch, and fastball in tight. Here's Elvis's 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. So 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. This one's hit hard on the ground. Nice play from Murphy to get it off took a bad hop. And he makes the throw to Zach Goldenberg at first base, 2 outs. On the play, the runner moved up 90 feet to third base, so Potters have a runner 90 feet from home plate with 2 outs. 1 run in here in the top of the second. 2-0 Potters lead. That slurve just misses off the plate outside, so the count will be 1-0.
It's hot, Ryan. I don't think I should have wore black.
Well, I applaud the umpires for wearing
Yes.
black today.
They can do it, I can do it.
And they're out there on the field not
In
being
shape.
covered by a canopy like we are.
Yes.
Here's the 2-0 and fastball. Ooh. That was looked like that was right on the corner, but called the
think that
ball
was.
3-0. That one is in there, strike 1. Jordy Lopez, left-handed hitter. He's the leadoff hitter today for the Potters.
Already batted through the lineup once.
Here's the 3-1. This one's chopped high took a high chop down the first base line. That's going to be foul. So the count will run full, 3-2. Here's the 3-2. This one is hit in the hole. Tyler Crudo, great throw, and safe. Zach Goldenberg came off the bag at the very last second. That was a really good play, though, from Tyler Crudo.
Great effort by Tyler Crudo, but unfortunately his throw wasn't as strong as it normally is because he's coming off of one foot.
Yeah,
leaning.
just couldn't get enough oomph behind that throw.
But that's when Zach Goldenberg needs to come off the bag, pick it, and then put the tag behind on the back. That way the umpire will see it. Or that way the home plate umpire will see it and call it rather than the umpire at first base.
Here's the 1-0, and that misses off the plate and away. 2-0. From Elvis. That one misses low and in, so the count will be 3-0. It's like Christian Rambo is down in the Mudcats bullpen getting warmed up right now as this one misses high, ball 4. So Ethan Groves draws the 2-out walk. We'll see.
Next up, first baseman,
Sure,
25, Kyle McGraw.
Stafford is going to want Cal Elvis to at least get out of this inning as Christian Rambo continues to warm up pretty quickly in the bullpen. As this one misses just a touch high, count will be 1-0.
I'm sure if Elvis Elvis walks one more batter here or gives up another hit, I'm sure Coach Carr will come out, have a mound visit with them.
1-0, and there's the good slurve in there for strike 1.
And then if he doesn't get out of this inning, I'm sure Stafford will probably come out next and probably pull him. Because he's been out there pretty much the whole inning.
1-1, and that's just off the plate. 2-1. It's one of the things that I've said before when, as any team, when you get to 2 outs, you want to be able to get off the field. Obviously, a team like the Potters, they have a really good offense as well. They're right up there with the Mudcats. As this one's chopped on the ground, and it'll roll just foul at the last second. So the count will be 2-2. Potters and the Mudcats we know the Mudcats for sure are the number 1 best hitting team in the PEL right now, and they've been like that for basically the entire season. The Potters are right up there as this one is hit in the air. It's playable. The left fielder can't find it, and it falls behind him. So that's going to score 2. Mason Kelly lost it in the sun. And I was just about to say before he dropped it that right when that ball was hit up in the air, he threw his hands up in the air. And that usually signals as an outfielder that they don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
But then it kind of looked like he camped underneath it, but it was just right behind him.
I think he might have come in a little bit, but there also is a little breeze. You think the wind had something to do with it? Because we've seen that happen here before. With just a little bit of wind, the ball has come back. A ball has moved a significant amount in the wind.
We know one thing, covering Falcons games, that Yarborough Stadium's weather system is never
Very
what you
odd.
think it is.
Yes, it is not.
But
a lot of trees out here.
Yeah, especially with the weird weather and with the wind. But that's a play that you have to make.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mason Kelly's kicking himself because that would have got them out of the inning. Instead, that allows 2 runs to come in to score, and now it's 5-0. There's 2 outs. But it's not easy to play the outfield here.
No, it is not. Especially left field. Left field is probably the hardest spot to play here because that's where all of the wind is at, especially if it's blowing from left field to right field.
This one is popped up in foul territory. Dante Coyote battling that wind, going back into fair territory, and it falls in front of him. Mason Kelly will pick it up, throw it back into Tyler Crudo, and that's what we were just talking about. That plants the Potters' 6th run of the game. It's 6-0. You good?
Next up, number 2, second baseman Perrin Bland.
So, again, there's 2 outs. 5 runs in here in the top of the second for the Potters. As this one's in there for strike 1.
Perrin Bland is a sophomore out of Meridian, Mississippi. You don't see that. You don't see that a lot, especially here out in California. A lot of Mississippi guys.
As he waves at the slurve, he was way out in front of it, 0-2. So Cal Ovis ahead in the count. Sure, he's thinking, I got to get out of it here. Here's the 0-2, and this one's chopped on the ground up the middle and past the reach of Brendan Murphy into center field. And the long inning continues. A huge 2-out rally for the Lincoln Potters. They've scored 4 runs with 2 outs, or since the Mudcats got to 2 outs, and that's going to be it. So Kyle Stafford's seen enough. He's going to come out and take the ball from Kyle Elvis, and that'll bring in the left-hander Christian Rambo, and we'll be right back after. Welcome back. After the pitching change, Christian Rambo takes over on the mound and looking to try to get the final out and get the Mudcats off the field. So there's the first pitch from him, and that's in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Runner's going. This one is chopped on the ground. Foul. The count will be 0-2.
Brady Dobson's still in the game.
So Dobson stays in the game. As we haven't seen defense yet, so
No.
we're not sure if he'll be going back out there. But my guess is if he's getting another at-bat right now, he must be okay. At least for now. Runner's going. There's no throw. 0-2, and that missed low.
What was Rambo doing right there?
The Mudcats just allowed the runner to just move up 90 feet.
I mean, Rambo.
My guess is Rainbow's just trying to get the final strike and get out of the inning.
I mean, Rambo clearly made eye contact with him, and he still let him go.
1-2 popped up out of play.
I mean, Rambo directly looked at Bland and he still went.
And if you look, Tyler Crudo and Brendan Murphy didn't move. Neither one of them went over to cover the bag. So my only guess is that it's 1-2. There's 2 outs. Rambo's just trying to get that third strike and get out of the inning. But here's the 1-2, and a curveball in the dirt got him. So Dobson's down on strikes. Mudcats finally get the third out and get off the field. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's 6-0. Welcome back to the broadcast. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Zach Goldenberg will lead things off here in the inning for the Mudcats. It's 6-0, the Potters lead. After a very long top half of the second inning, Mudcats will look to try and at least get 1 run back here in this inning.
How would, other than just, I mean, trying to look at numbers, but that's not, they're even trying to tell you. But the kid checked in while they quit. Yeah, so I can't hear that. No, you can't.
So 1-0 to Goldenberg. Here's the 1-0. And this one misses in the dirt. 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0. That one misses off the plate and away. 3-0 the count to Zach Goldenberg.
If you're Goldenberg right here, 3-0 count, hit green light. Are you taking a strike or are you swinging?
Well, if he wasn't taking, he didn't get his pitch. That was perfectly dotted on the outside corner on 3-0. I don't think that's a pitch that you would want to swing at anyway on 3-0. So here's the 3-1, and there's the home run swing from Goldenberg. He swings right underneath it. Count will run full, 3-2. He has that home run swing, but when he makes contact, it goes a long way. So here's the 3-2, and that one misses high and away. So that's a leadoff walk, and that's good for the Mudcats as they try to fight back into this game. Still early, but you want to try to get some runs back here and avoid the game getting away from you. As here's Wyatt Davis.
Center fielder, number 29, Wyatt Davis.
Talk about what he's done on the year so far. He's been right in the middle, the heart of this order. It's usually been Zach Goldenberg followed by Wyatt Davis in the middle part of the order, and they've both been one of the premier hitters in this lineup for the Mudcats this year, and part of the reason why they're hitting .325 as a team on the season.
It's probably because these 3 guys are here.
Yeah, you also have Derek Bartram and Mason Kelly. That middle part of the order for the Mudcats has been really, really good. Getting a long timeout here. And Wyatt Davis will step back in. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And Davis fouls it away. He was kind of late on the fastball. Just challenged him 0-1. The count will be 0-2. Davis is going to have to protect here. Now, quick step off and a pickoff attempt. Goldenberg back in there safely. Oh, and 2. And that misses high and inside. Count will be 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And chasing the slider off the plate. That was a really beautiful pitch.
That was
one out. So here comes Derek Bartram.
It's my go-to pitch in the MLB The Show.
Slider off the plate and away. That's I mean, in real life with the most of the MLB pitchers, they have. I mean, even if you look in college too, and a lot of pitchers have that put away pitch.
Jackson, Florida, be named one of those kids.
Yeah. So Bartram looking at that breaking ball in there for strike 1.
How did you feel about the home run derby last night, Ryan?
Walker, he is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
He really showed up.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. And again, there goes that slider. Back foot slider, 0-2. Swinging and missing was Derek Bartram. And this one is hit in the hole, and nobody's there. So that'll go into right field for a base hit. Good 2-strike approach there from Derek Bartram. Shortened up and went the other way. So that'll put runners at first and second now with 1 out. And here comes Cal Elvis.
Give it to Tucker. Tucker, come on back. That's good hustle.
Cal Elvis got removed from the game as the starting pitcher, but he'll remain in there, at least for now, as the DH.
That's something you don't see that often, even in MLB, especially with Shohei Ohtani as a DH when he pitches. Well, when he was with the Angels, you saw it a lot, but now that he's with the Dodgers, you don't see it as much as you used to with them because
I believe
he's had 2 Tommy John surgeries back-to-back years. So I feel like Dave Roberts is saving his arm. That way, when he starts, he doesn't pitch.
Well, one of the things, too, and I believe, isn't it called the Shohei rule? Or the Ohtani rule? Isn't that where he's allowed to come back in or stay as the hitter? As there's the 0-2, and that's strike 3. Elvis gets frozen on an 0-2 fastball, and there are 2 outs, and here comes Dante Coyote.
In my opinion, that rule is dumb.
Because
Because that rule is not MLB The Show. That rule is not MLB The Show. I've tried using Shohei Ohtani as my pitcher and haven't gone to hit.
When you get a chance. When you see him.
So Coyote steps in with the runner in scoring position as he looks at a good breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Now, we've talked about Dante Coyote during the Falcons season at Marin, but this guy thrives under pressure in these types of situations, correct, Ryan?
Yeah. Umpire called time, and he's talking to somebody in the Mudcats dugout. Like he was looking over towards Tyler Crudo and Raphael Hall as he exchanged words with them. Not really knowing what was going on there.
No
The count
idea.
is 1-1. This is a big spot, though, for the Mudcats. And you're down 6-0 early. Zach Goldenberg is standing at second base. If you can get a base hit here, you can drive home the first run of the game for you guys. And that would be huge, obviously, when you're down 6-0 early. At least just getting one back is better than not getting any.
Right.
It's 2-1 to Dante Coyote. So here's the 2-1. And there goes that good. I believe that's a slider.
I think that was.
So the count will be 2-2. The Mudcats just aren't really picking it up right now. It has really good kind of wraparound movement. It starts way outside the strike zone and ends up right down the middle. That one just got away from him and goes to the backstop. So that'll allow both runners to move up 90 feet. Goldenberg goes to third, and Bartram will move up to second. So now the count runs full. So if you're Coyote, in the back of your head, you're probably thinking, well, they don't want to load the bases.
No, they
You have
don't.
Gilbert Roth coming up to the plate, who provides a lot of power. With one swing, he can make it a 2-run game. So here's the 3-2, and nice. He went with the fastball knee high right down the middle of the plate. Coyote got a piece of it. But now with both runners moving up 90 feet, just a little
small blooper.
Yeah, a small blooper into the outfield.
I'm not gonna say shallow. I'm not gonna say shallow outfield. Maybe in the gap, they'll score, definitely score two. Maybe most likely be a double.
3-2, and Coyote helped him out. Chased the slider off the plate. So that'll end the inning. The Mudcats strand 2 runners. We'll head to the top of the third. It remains 6-0. Hi, welcome back to the broadcast here in the top of the third. First pitch, curveball, got away from Rambo, and I don't know how that didn't hit him. But count will be 1-0.
Did it?
Watch your chair. It's gonna take.
2-2. Here's Rambo's 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Hit on the ground. Charging it is Brendan Murphy, and he's just going to eat it. And we want to shout out to the bat boy Tucker running out to the home plate umpire right now. He was at the Hitting with the Mudcats event today at the baseball barn, which the baseball barn this season is a proud sponsor, and it's the official hitting facility for the Solano Mudcats this year.
Next up, third baseman.
That way the boys can get their work in during the off season. If it's hot and there's no practice, go get your work in.
Well, I remember when
I know the owner personally. He's a good friend of mine. Well, not friend, but he's a good coach that I've umped. So I've umped his games before. He's a good coach.
Well, I remember when I played in high school and even in Little League and travel ball, I used to go to the baseball barn all the time and play. Yeah, especially when it was raining.
Yes.
And that place would be packed, especially during the off season. I mean, and the season too, during the spring, but you'd have a lot of guys that come back from college.
Yeah.
From their colleges that go back, and the baseball barn is just the number one place to be. It's a great facility. Really high-tech stuff. Constantly updating, upgrading.
They got the hit tracks in there now.
Yeah. The hit tracks it's like one of the best things that happened to the game.
Yes.
Everybody knows exactly how they're doing. It's a great facility. So here's the 0-2 from Rambo, and a curveball hit foul out of play. It's a little bit of a breeze starting to pick up here, which is
Finally.
Good for us. I mean, we are covered by the canopy, but
Our backs are not.
yeah, and it is still not exactly sure the weather here, but in Vacaville,
Oh, on my way here, I was scrolling, scrolling through my phone, but on my cards, I have to display it to show the weather outside. The
0-2 hit into the gap, coming in, and no one's going to get there. It's going to bounce up right below the 370 marker. The runner will be held at third, and that's a double. So that'll put runners at second and third with nobody out. But anyway, what were you saying?
On my way here, I was messing with the display function in my car. It showed the outside temperature read on my way here on the freeway. So it showed 104. That was like at 4. That's in Fairfield. It's 94 degrees right now. But in Vacaville, it showed 104.
Yeah, Vacaville.
Right now, it's 102.
I kind of wish Vacaville got the breeze that over here gets, because that's where I live, and it is. During the summer, there's never a breeze, and if there is, it's just hot wind. Which just makes it worse.
Yes. I mean, it looks like there is a small breeze. It's 14-mile-an-hour winds right now in Fairfield, going eastbound, but
1-0, and this one hit high and deep into left field, and back on the track and leaping is Mason Kelly, and he can't make the catch. So that's going to score 2 runs, and that's a 2 RBI double. Mason Kelly went back on the track, and he leaped at the last second. It hit him right in the glove.
I don't know why he leaped. I mean, he had that in his glove. If he doesn't leap for that ball is being caught, and most likely only 1 run is coming in.
That was still a really good effort from Kelly, but
instead of no outs. So now you have another runner in scoring position, which is most likely to be another running coming in unless it turned a double play. Well, no, not sure, a double play. Unless they check the runner, then go 1 if the ball's on the ground.
Well, that was Jackson Norton that hit the ball into left field. That drove in the 2 runs. So here's the 1-0, and that misses in 2-0.
Thank you.
Lopez is at the plate. So here's the 2-0 pitch. A curveball popped up in the infield. This is playable. Coyote settles underneath it. He's got it. 1 out.
Next up, center fielder, number 1, Ethan Groves.
So Ethan Groves will come up to the plate now. There's the first pitch to him, and that looked like a curveball off the plate. Count will be 1-0. Brendan Murphy playing close to the bag at second, just off a little bit to his right. Tyler Crudo playing straight up second base. He's kind of shifted over, though, towards the bag as well. So here's the 1-0. And that misses low, 2-0.
Ball on the ground. Are you checking the runner, checking second base, checking the runner on second, and then going one? Is the most ideal play if the ball is hit to the left side of the field?
I think that's the most ideal thing, and that's what most players do when they get ground balls on that side of the field, as this one's in the dirt, so the count will be 3-0. That ball gets hit to Dante over at third base. I would imagine that he's going to be checking the runner, and same with Brendan Murphy and Tyler Crudo as well. But you want to make sure you get the out. So here's the 3-0 pitch, and just a fastball right down the middle of the plate, taken for strike one. Rambo's 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, foul down the first base line. See if that...
First base coach caught that.
Nice play, first base coach for the Potters. Shout out to him.
Now ball hit in the air and
3-2. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 4.
ball hit in the air now. I'm sure runners, if it's deep enough, runners are going to tag. Ideal play here is cut four regardless, because you always want to go one base ahead of the lead runner. If there's a runner on first, you go cut 3.
First baseman, number 25, Ty McGraw.
Here's Ty McGraw at Gardendale, Alabama.
This one foul tipped at home plate, straight to the back. Oh, and 1. There goes Tucker back across the screen for those watching. This is the 0-1 pitch, and that one is on the outside corner, dotted. 0-2.
Great frame drop by Roth right there.
Yeah, helping out his left-hander.
And didn't have to frame it too much. All he did was just stick it out there and hold it. That's what I hear a lot of coaches when I do behind the plate, and they want the call, and it's in the area. It's in the area of my strike zone.
0-2, and that curveball was up and hit foul.
Almost hit someone in the Potter's bullpen off the fence. Back to what I was saying. A lot of the coaches will tell their kids to hold. If the ball is in my strike zone and they don't catch it, it's most likely to be called the ball. They tell them hold the ball, hold it there for a.
0-2 popped up, and that one's out of play.
They tell them just hold it out there for a couple seconds and see if you get the call, because that's what umpires want to see. They want to see see the ball being caught out there. They don't want to see it super close to your chest, like.
Well, and of course nowadays, especially in the higher levels, they'll just go to their head if they don't call it.
Only in the college and the big league.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball popped up into right field. It actually had some carry to it. Now coming in is Bartram, and he did the right thing. He went back, as here's the throw into third, and Norton is in there standing up. So he tagged up to third. That ball actually had a lot more carry than initially it looked like off the bat.
And then it came back in.
Yeah, and that was a good play from Derek Bartram. He went all the way back to the warning track, and then at the last second he had to sprint up towards kind of where he was at initially, and he made the catch. So that was a good play by him. And then great throw back into third, but the runner got in there. As this one's hit hard, takes a weird hop. Crudo's right there, though. That'll end the inning. 2 runs. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's 8-0 with the Mudcats Welcome back to the broadcast here in the bottom of the third inning. 8-0. The Potters lead the Mudcats as the leadoff hitter, Gilbert Roth, will step in. As here's the first pitch of the inning and a fastball in there for strike one.
28, Gilbert Roth.
0-1, and this one hit foul. Off to the right. Count will be 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Roth, and Roth takes strike three. Fastball was right there. Probably just was not sitting on that pitch. So he's down on strikes, and here comes Brendan Murphy.
Now that is shortstop, number 9, Brendan Murphy.
Well, if you're in town or haven't seen a Mudcats home game this season and you're thinking about coming out to the yard, you only have a few more chances left to do it. July 16th, the 21st, and the 22nd. There's 3 more home games left of the 2026 season. So if you're around and thinking about coming out, now's your chance to do so. There's only 3 home games left. The Mudcats, of course, will end their season on the road. It's 1-1 the count to Brendan Murphy. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Murphy swings and misses, and there goes the bat. That bat is going to end up in the Potters dugout.
Ouch. The bat did?
So that's never a fun thing if you're a hitter, and that's got to not feel too good if you're a hitter, if you're Murphy either. 1-2, and well, 1-1, and you chase a slider, and bat goes flying. At least nobody got hit. At least it doesn't seem like it. So here's the 1-2, and that one's off the plate.
Yeah, not even. I don't like to waste pitches. A good setup pitch maybe, but don't waste one.
Here's the 2-2, and that misses off the plate. Count will run. Something. That's in there, strike 3.
I don't want to lock them in.
Brandon Murphy didn't think so. That was kind of borderline.
That was a little low.
Yeah, it looked a little bit low from here behind home plate.
Next out,
But there's going to be 2 outs, so Tyler Crudo will come up to the plate now.
That's all
Crudo.
that happened in the fridge was this and that.
You want a different one?
Tyler Crudo fouls one away, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and front door slider, 0-2. All right. 0-2, 2 outs. Crudo will take time here.
And at this summer ball, you're allowed as as many outs or as many times as you can, and you're able to go to first base as many times.
0-2, and that one misses low. That looked like that was the strike 3 call to Brendan Murphy.
Yeah.
This looks terrible. I mean, nothing's consistent. It's awful.
You heard a parent behind us.
1-2. That one misses off the plate. 2-2.
Say that this umpire is terrible and he's not consistent. I mean, I know how he feels because I've heard coaches and parents talk that about me, but at least they know I'm consistent with my strike zone. My strike zone may not be the best, but they know it's consistent, so they don't complain about the consistency. They just complain about the low strikes.
2-2. Here's the pitch to Crudo. Crudo takes one off the plate. Count will run full. 3-2. Crudo, a very confident hitter. Rarely does he chase out of the strike zone. So here's the 3-2 pitch, and he takes ball 4. One thing about Crudo, he always seems to be able to draw a walk, and even when he's down in the count, he's able to work the count back into his favor, and he does right there. So here comes Mason Kelly. So Mason Kelly will step in. 2 outs, Tyler Crudo leading off at first. And he takes a fastball in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Kelly hits one into left, and a leaping catch by the shortstop. What a play, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. It's 8. Hi, welcome back to the broadcast. Top of the 4th inning. It's 8-0 Potters. Christian Rambo, first pitch hit on the ground right to Brendan Murphy. He'll scoop it, throw it a little bit high, but Zach Goldenberg came down with the tag. So they get Norton leading things off in the inning. Now we'll bring up Lopez.
That is not Lopez. That is
That's not Lopez.
That is Dobson.
18 right fielder.
My apologies, Brady Dobson.
So that must have been Bland. Where's the line?
This one hit up the middle and to center field. I do have a picture of the lineup. I should probably pull that up and put that next to me.
Yes.
This is what happens when I try to memorize the lineup and then I try to assume that I was right.
Yes, that was Bland.
Yep.
Lopez is their leadoff
Next
hitter.
up, catcher number 27, Mason Jones.
He's also the DH.
Yes.
So Dobson at first base.
If you had a major league coach doing this game, who'd be the one to come out every single bad call, dead or alive? And
Oh, I could name. There's a couple guys
Okay,
that
so,
are
we won't
current.
go dead. We'll go current MLB
Current?
MLB coaches.
Well,
I can think of one.
Aaron Boone for
That's
sure.
That's what I was thinking.
Aaron Boone for sure would be the guy.
They get tossed for calling balls and
Yep.
strikes.
Yep.
Last game on Sunday, I'm pretty sure Tony Vitello would have gotten tossed for.
Yeah, he
arguing
got
balks.
thrown out. He got thrown out because there was a
Arguing.
weird balk call on Tyler Malley, and it was really weird because they didn't call it, and then they allowed the at bat to continue. Here's the 3-1. This one is hit foul down the right field line out of play. So the count will be 3-2. But going back to that weird balk call,
That was like
they allowed the at bat to continue, and that's what. And then Tyler Malley struck the hitter out, but then they called the hitter back and said it was a balk and said the strikeout didn't. As this one misses for ball 4, so both runners are going to move up, but the double play still is in play here for the Mudcats. If they can induce a ground ball and turn a clean double play, they can get out of the inning.
Next up,
And that was going back to that play real quick, that was one of the more weirder
box.
balk calls that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Because-
and then the other one, what I would say would be the one on Kevin Gossman against the Padres. There is no. I watched the replay. There's no clear balk. There's no clear movement of the shoulders. He's not quick pitching.
Well, that's the
Jen
weird thing
Powell's
too.
She's just a horrible umpire. Because Kim.
She's the new one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Kim tried to. If you watch that whole game, Kim tried to go.
This one is hit high and deep into left field, and that ball is not coming back. A 1-0 hanging breaking ball just on a tee.
You don't leave breaking balls.
And that
hanging.
ball was absolutely demolished.
You don't leave breaking balls.
Ian Guzin.
You don't leave breaking balls hanging on a 1-0 count, Ryan. That's something you should not do.
So this game has broken wide open.
Yes, it has.
A 3-run bomb way out over towards the 370 marker. And that ball had to have gone way over 400 feet. That ball landed well over the fence. It was a no-doubter. Guzan with just an absolute tank shot. So it's 11-0, and we have somebody looking like they're about to start getting active. It looks like
It is not Maldonado, unfortunately.
it looks like Raphael Hall getting warmed up down there. As this one is in the dirt, bounces to the backstop, so Rambo will get a new baseball here.
Shout out Coach Carr for getting the baseball.
Coach Carr doing Coach Carr things.
Yes. So back to what I was saying about Jen Powell. If you go back to that whole sequence with Kim, it's It's a 3-1 count. He goes. I believe it's a 2-2 or 2-1 count. He thinks it's the ball, and he goes to challenge it, and he gets struck out. And
So she didn't grant the challenge.
no, because
Yeah.
as soon as he struck out, he immediately went to go tap his head, and the challenge was not granted for some ungodly reason. I don't know why.
Some umpires have a way of things. Every umpire is different.
And then the hitting coach ended up getting tossed because he started arguing.
Yeah, and like I said before, every umpire is different at all different levels. But I think one of the things too, and also another thing for those listening, obviously those are listening. Most of you guys probably watch baseball, and the ABS system taking over the world of baseball, just all together.
Yeah, technology taking over. Sooner or later, I want to say maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, we're gonna have the check swing system.
This
the
one,
check swing system that's down in the minor leagues right now. As a Giants fan, you wish that was around in 2021.
yes, the Wilmer Flores check swing. I'll never forget it.
I'm pretty sure every Giants fan sent letters to Gabe Morales after that game.
Carr is gonna come out there, so he's gonna use another Mudcats mound visit.
You get 3 per pitcher, so only 1 has been used.
Yeah. One was used on Cal Elvis back in the first. And this is the first one for Christian Rambo. With 1 out, Rambo hasn't really been able to find the strike zone, especially after giving up that 3-run home run. He's kind of
all over the place.
Been trying to paint the corners with that off-speed pitch. And he just hasn't really been able to throw that curveball consistently enough for a strike. He has a really good curveball.
Yes, he has.
It is the top of the 4th. Potters have scored in every single inning.
Probably them kids. Probably them kids.
Here's the 0-1 from Rambo. And a good 2-seam fastball coming back to the outside corner, 0-2. Rambo comes set, 0-2 pitch, and a curveball misses off the plate and in, 1-2. That was a better curveball from Rambo. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's in the dirt.
Great block by Roth.
Roth keeping the runners at first and second. It's a 2 pitch, and this one is chopped foul.
I knew that hurt. Dummy. Potter third try to grab the ball over the rail.
2-2 pitch, and this one's also in the dirt and off the plate. Gilbert Roth, another nice block. 3-2.
Thank God for this breeze.
Breeze is finally coming in. It's not hot wind.
Yes, that's perfect. But the ball now will go fly.
3-2, chopped on the ground. Coming in is Tyler Crudo. He's going to flip it to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. But nice play from Tyler Crudo. At least getting one out.
That's it. Number 25, first baseman, Tom McGraw.
Yeah, I think that was the second.
I don't want to be an experiment.
Yes, that is Raphael Hall out there in the bullpen.
Yes, it is.
This one is hit high and deep into right field. And that ball is gone. Absolutely crushed. First pitch hanging breaking ball right down the middle of the plate. And what were you saying earlier, Antonio? You cannot throw a hanging breaking. Ty McGraw,
Out of Alabama.
3-run blast, and this game is broken wide open. It's 14-0.
6'3", 205, redshirt freshman.
Next up, number
That ain't a redshirt freshman right there.
Not anymore.
No.
If a scout sees something like that, it's one of the things that scouts really like when you go down into the collegiate level and, obviously the summer ball. You can find kids that are really good mistake hitters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really, I think, what sticks out with some of these hitters, especially in the PEL. Obviously, there's some hitters on the Mudcats that are really good mistake hitters, as this one's hit off the thumbs, and that just went foul. So the count will be 1-2. One and two pitch. That curveball today from Christian Rambo is just not working for him. Two pitch. That one's off the plate. 3-2.
This is starting to look like the very first game of the season where
Oh, I remember that game.
I'm sure everyone does, where the opposing team scored a run in every single inning.
3-2. Hit high and deep into right center field. Going back, looking up, and it's off the bottom of the wall. Bartram will fire it into the cutoff man, Tyler Crudo.
Stand-up double.
And that was almost another home run. And Kyle Stafford's going to finally make his way out to the mound. And that'll mean a pitching change is upon us. Raphael Hall will come in from the pen. We'll be right back after this. It's 14-0 Lincoln Potters. Hi, welcome back to the broadcast. Back from the pitching change, Raphael Hall takes over on the mound.
Just telling my broadcasting buddy Ryan here that England is winning the World Cup. England will win the World Cup.
For those listening, if you want to put in the comment section who you think is winning the World Cup, this one goes way to the backstop. Count will be 1-1. Now the USA is out, so
Horrible.
One and one the count.
I'm just gonna say this World Cup has been scripted all it's been scripted since 2022. After I know this is allegations and rumors, but reports are not coming out that Argentina's been laundering money since 2022. So the Argentinian national football team has been laundering
Better be
money.
careful with those Argentina fans. They could be listening.
Yes,
They're out there.
they are, but I'm sorry, Messi is not the GOAT.
Here's the 2-1. That one goes to the backstop. Gilbert Roth tried to grab it, and that'll allow a runner to come in to score.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Messi is not the GOAT. If you guys are participating in a money laundering scheme, I'm sorry, that is not, and you don't lose humbly, and you have such a big ego on the pitch, I'm sorry. Even though you have a World Cup, you have 8 Ballon d'Ors, you've done it all, but what is, before 2022, or I'm sorry, before his first international trophy, he actually retired from international football because he couldn't win anything. He retired from international football back in 2020 because he couldn't win one international trophy with Argentina.
That's an Elvis.
So Bland drew the 2-out walk.
I'm sorry, he retired before COVID. He had retired on June 26, 2016 from international football. That was 2 years before France won the World Cup.
Wow.
Mind you, 2 years before that, he lost to Germany in the final. Arguably, probably one of the most entertaining soccer games.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and this one has popped up and out of play.
We gotta talk business. We gotta get some training.
2-2. 7 runs in here in the top of the 4th. It's been the biggest inning for the Potters today.
You don't know where that ball is.
2-2 from Hall. And a curveball just misses above the belt. 3-2.
Horrible. Strike.
3-2 pitch. Runner's going. This is in the dirt. It won't matter.
Here.
Took the walk.
Take a walk of shame.
Nice curveball in there for strike 1 from Hall. And this one's in the dirt, gets past the reach of the glove of Gilbert Roth.
I've seen this before in Middle League, and coaches get so mad because this is the minor division, so this is 8, 9, 10-year-olds. Yeah, I get it. Coaches are trying to implement winning, but you're also showing kids how to be sore losers because you're stealing when you're up 15-1 in the third inning, and the game has not been called yet because if they scored one more, the game would have been called.
One and two from Hall. In the dirt. And I got to give a shout out to Gilbert Roth behind home plate. He has been tremendous today, and he has definitely earned himself a nice day off tomorrow.
Or Thursday.
He's done an excellent job behind the plate, especially in this heat, and then you're blocking a lot of the balls in the dirt.
In gear.
2-2. That misses high and tight. So count goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Mason Belding is the hitter up right now for the Potters. All trying to get the Mudcats out of this inning. 3-2. And that's in the dirt. So that's ball 4. So Ian Gwanson is the hitter. He had a 3-run home run leaving the beginning of this inning, as he takes a fastball in there for strike 1. Count will be 1-1. It's been such a long inning that you tend to forget what happened in the very beginning.
Yes.
1-1 from Hall. Here it is. That misses high. 2-1.
You think the heat is a factor like how it was on Sunday?
Maybe not as much because you don't have the humidity. There is sort of a light breeze, and I say sort of.
It's still pretty hot.
Yeah. 2-1. This one is hit high into the air, and this is in the infield. Tyler Crudo makes the play, and that'll finally conclude the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The Mudcats Welcome back to the broadcast. Bottom of the 4th inning, Zach Goldenberg.
Now, if you're the Mudcats, this is the guy you want to start the rally.
Goldenberg looks at a first pitch fastball in there for strike 1.
Bro, I'm still hitting.
Leave that open when you go in. All the way, thank you.
And he looks at a curveball in there for strike 2.
Just ridiculous. Last inning I was called a ball.
0-2 pitch. And that is off the plate outside, 1-2.
Surprised that wasn't called a strike right there.
Listen,
This is in the same location.
guy is terrible.
The fan behind me agrees with me.
1-2 to Goldenberg. Goldenberg fouls it away. Went straight back to the screen.
If there wasn't a screen, this little blue shack next to us was indented.
1-2. Wyatt Davis awaits on deck. 1-2. It's outside, 2-2. Two and two to Goldenberg. That is on the outside corner, strike 3. Front doored him with the curveball. 1 out.
Not much you can do about it back here.
Zach Goldenberg has some words for the umpire.
You know,
But our guys are missing.
So here's Wyatt Davis with 1 out. Davis looks at a fastball in tight, 1-0.
These Mudcats fans are letting the umpire have it.
Exactly.
Some of the players have a couple words for him. Fans behind us.
Yes, indeed.
1-0, and there's the backdoor curveball in there for strike 1.
First that was a strike because he dropped it. Maybe he dropped it coming up the other ball. But
You're good. I'll slip it.
And that one's off the plate and in. 2-1.
it's gonna be one of those days, huh, Ryan? Long innings.
It happens. 2-1, and there's that one missed. 3-1. I was getting ready to call that a strike, but didn't get called a strike, so that works for Wyatt Davis because
Yes,
that'll
it
make it
does.
3-1.
Hitters count.
Here's a 3-1, and that misses off the plate, ball 4. So Wyatt Davis works out the 1-out walk. They see the bat boy Tucker come over and get the bat, and right next to him is Derek Bartram coming up to the plate with 1 out.
Next up, our fielder, number 22.
We've done games like this that have gone this way for the Falcons. So here at
But
this
they've managed-
stadium,
But they've managed to slowly come back into their game. We've called a couple. We've almost called a walk-off homer.
we did, yes, and that was crazy.
A little inside joke. We think it's
This one hit
Robert-
on the ground to short. This is going to be 2 over to second for 1, over to first, and I'll get your thoughts after the break. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Didn't see that happening. We'll head to the top of the 5th. It's 15-0. Welcome back to Yarborough Stadium. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Yes, it's only the top of the 5th inning. As Raphael Hall will remain out there on the mound as he throws one way to the backstop. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that misses high and away. 2-0. There's
Not a single arm out in the bullpen right now.
everybody is back in from the bullpen.
shade.
I don't blame them. I mean, there is a little bit of shade out there because you have that tree along the Mudcats bullpen as that one's in there for strike 1, 2-1. It's one of the things about these long games. You have to try to figure out what do you want to talk about without getting too distracted
Yes.
and getting away from the game.
Yes. I know during
And that one goes to the backstop too. And Hall's
During
not
the
feeling good.
yes.
I don't know if that was frustration, but Hall kind of shook his hand after he threw that ball. I'm not sure. Nobody came out. The trainer's not coming out, so I don't think it was injury. I think it was more just frustration, but you never know.
Yeah.
3-1, and that is off the plate. Ball 4. That's how this inning gets started.
So back to what you were saying about how to keep people entertained in long innings and long
Well,
games.
That's
I know
the
during our class season when we do the Falcons games here at Solano, I know we've had people in our classes on the broadcast talk about a bunch of random stuff. We've had a classmates talk about GTA 5. Shout out Dom.
ooh, and that one comes up and hits him.
We've had people talk about pancakes. What else did they talk about?
Jordy Lopez was the one that got hit, so he'll go to first base.
We've had people talk about the NBA playoffs,
NFL,
NFL draft,
yeah.
the MLB season.
Sadly, it's not going the way that we want it to, but
Giants fans. But on the podcast we did, the day before it happened, we called it.
yeah,
We said Patrick Bailey was gonna probably get traded.
and it happened. It
It
literally
happened.
happened like
Exactly.
a few weeks after that
It happened
podcast
the day
came out.
after.
Oh, the day, yeah. Here's the 0-1. This one is popped up into foul territory. Coyote over towards the fence, leaping,
Oh.
and he can't make the play. I'm not
Great effort.
sure.
Why you leap?
I guess he was jumping up against the fence line. I'm thinking it hit the fence because it didn't look like it hit his glove.
It hit the floor first. Is what I saw.
Didn't hit the fence.
No. It might hit the fence after because it just took the bounce.
That was almost a spectacular play from the third baseman, Coyote. He was a star player over at Marin,
Yes, he was.
both with the bat and the glove, and he's brought the same star power and defensive wizardry, I should say, over to the Mudcats. He's done some really good things for this team this season.
Yes.
1-2, and Roth, don't even know how he caught that, but he
I
did.
don't know either. So it doesn't look like there's someone out there right now. I don't know if it's Gabe not ready or.
Runners at first and second. No outs. 2-2 from Hall. This one is hit into right field. It's playable. Bartram will come in a few steps, and he's got it. And that's the first out of the inning. So it's 1 out.
Now batting number 9, Cooper Smith.
I do not see Joseph Torres in the dugout right now, so I wonder if that's him out there in the bullpen.
There's only one guy out there, but there's nobody warming him up, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
There is shade. This one hit sharply on the ground down the line, and Zach Goldenberg can't make the play. Bounced off, and now Crudo's going to fire home. Here's the tag, and he just got in there. The throw was a little bit up the line, so Roth had to go to his left. Missed the tag originally, and then he had to go back to try to tag him because the runner didn't tag home. He ran right over the bag, and then he had to jump and dive back.
Is he considered out of the baseline at that point?
And I think maybe that's what Roth was asking, and the umpire kind of was explaining that to him. But that's another run.
Wait, was he out?
Batting Aiden Leon.
That's what I'm assuming
Okay.
also.
This one is hit into right down the line, and that's a fair ball. It'll bounce up right underneath the 330 marker over to get his Bartram. That'll score 1. And that's an RBI double. I believe Aiden Diome.
That is Joseph Torres out there
Now batting number 24, left-hander Jackson
in,
Long.
in the bullpen.
Looks like he's just stretching, so we could see him possibly. There's still a lot of game left. We could see him
Yes.
coming in because Stafford's at the point with this rotation and the depth that he has that he's probably in these type of games. You want to get the other guys in and get them work,
Yes.
especially as the season starts to wind down. 1-0. This one has popped up high in foul territory. Gilbert Roth coming over, and he makes the catch. Nice play from the catcher. 2 outs. And that's never an easy play. You got to leave the crouch really fast.
Or you just let your third baseman take care of that. Shout out Pablo Sandoval.
Number 19.
But also, Joseph Torres did pitch a little bit in high school, so.
So
But also, he did just injure himself in Sunday's game. Remember, he slipped and fly ball came out to him out in center field and slipped, and we thought there was a hole out there, but he ended up telling us after the game that his Achilles felt tight. So I know the trainer on Sunday told him not to do anything for a week, but he said, "I'm hard-headed. I'm playing Tuesday's game." So
the Potters have a pinch hitter, I believe, number 19, Austin Chang.
Piper.
Here's the 1-1. Chang takes pitch off the plate.
Philly don't
3-1, and that hit him. So Chang gets hit, and that'll load the bases. So we got a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. It looks like it's Caden Witten is warming up down in the bullpen. And last time he pitched was back in Humboldt, and he actually did really, really good. He recorded a strikeout. Didn't give up any runs. Doesn't normally pitch. He's not listed on the roster as a pitcher. He's the shortstop for the Mudcats.
But mind you, he does throw gas.
Yeah, and he has a
He's got
really good
rocket,
arm.
so. I'm pretty sure he did pitch. I'm pretty sure he closed a lot in high school, I'm assuming. Let me pull up his high school stats.
Yeah, over at Vaca High, he was star middle infielder for them.
Yes, he was.
Here's the 0-1, and that is on the outside corner, strike 2. See if Hall can get out of this inning. Potters have scored in every single inning in this game today. Obviously, like I was saying in the pregame show, that Potters, like the Mudcats, have one of the hottest offenses in the entire PEL. They can score runs in bunches.
Today, that offense for the Mudcats has disappeared.
1-2 pitch. And that's misses way inside. 2-2.
Sorry, he did not pitch it back high. He played shortstop and third.
2-2 hit high and deep into right center field. Over is Wyatt Davis, and he makes the great catch, and that'll end the inning. He kind of softly crashes into the right center field wall. So that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Mudcats coming. Welcome back to the broadcast. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cal Elvis swings at a first pitch fastball, and it'll be 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Elvis fouls one out of play. Oh, and 2 the count. Here's the 0-2. Elvis takes strike 3. Fastball on the outside corner. Dylan Scott, the left-handed pitcher. 6'1", 205. He's been spectacular today. Go back in then. So here's Dante Coyote, and he hits one hard into center field, and he's got himself a 1-out base hit. First pitch fastball. And he rifled it right back up the box into center field. So here's Gilbert Roth. First pitch, curveball in there for strike one.
Okay.
0-1, and Roth takes one off the plate and away. Count will be 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of a lazy pickoff attempt. Coyote back in there safely at first.
Still.
1-1. That misses up and away. 2-1. Two and 1 pitch, and a curveball in there for strike 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he chases that one. So Roth is down on strikes, and that'll bring up Brendan Murphy with 2 outs.
That's at shortstop, number 9, Brendan Murphy.
Murphy hits one on the ground, foul. Oh, and 1 to Murphy. Dante Coyote leading off at first. Here's the 0-1. And Murphy hits one high and deep into center field. It's in the park, going back as the center fielder, and he'll make the catch. And that'll end the inning. Murphy gave that one a pretty good ride, but we'll head to the top of the 6th.
YouTube.
I know. Welcome back to the broadcast. Leadoff base hit for the Potters. We're in the top of the 6th inning. We are going to be switching cameras real quick because the one that we originally had is
Dying.
about
Pretty
to
much dead.
it's about to shut off. So if for those that are watching, if our camera goes black,
We're sorry.
that's
Technical
why.
difficulties.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go play around at golf right now.
It is cooled off significantly.
So much better. It's like perfect golf weather right now.
Should come up as 28 VY5. Okay.
All right, we are back. We just had to switch the cameras real quick.
We're losing viewers as we speak.
Well, they'll all come back,
Yes.
hopefully. I think they just left because we switched cameras.
Yes.
But the Potters just knocked in another run. Raphael Hall remains out there on the mound. We're in the top of the 6th inning. It's been a very long game.
I'm gonna go play golf. I'm gonna go play a quick 18. I mean, I can.
Quick
I can.
18 is crazy.
I mean, I can if the course is
What
empty. It might work.
18 is?
Quick, Paradise Valley Golf Course. Shout out my work.
What are you like? Are you gonna drive on like the golf cart and like hit it as you're going?
Full of George Kittle. No, unfortunately, I don't have the automatic driver. I need that. I need to do that. I need that.
Here's the 2-0, and this one's hit into left center field. That's gonna get down for extra bases. They're gonna hold the runner at third, and that's a stand-up double.
You guys are up 18.
If you get a double, you get a double.
Why go
Oh.
first is third?
Wondering if
Stafford's gonna
if Stafford's just gonna leave Hall in because they need to eat innings, but you also
I think his arm is hurting. Because he's throwing a lot of
Well,
balls behind
he's-
the backstop.
yeah, and some of these misses have been really big, and then I've seen him kind of grimace a lot
Yeah.
with his hand, so there's something wrong with his wrist, and I'm not sure. He obviously doesn't seem like he's 100%. Could be wrong, but kind of just, it's not normal to see a pitcher shake his wrist multiple times and miss as bad as he's been missing.
Yeah. And I'm sure Stafford would have. And I'm sure most coaches will see that and be like,
Yeah.
hey, I think something about my pitcher. Let me go check on him.
Carr did come out there, and
Question them.
I haven't seen Stafford go out there, and I also haven't seen the trainer. She's also the trainer for the Falcons, so she's very familiar with players like Kai Davis, Alvarado, Tyler Cruz. Yeah.
Or no, not Tyler.
Oh, not
Ty.
Yep. This one's hit hard down the line and foul.
Ball game.
Yeah.
So 2-2 to count.
That was a good call by the umpire. I mean, very close. That was almost a fair
Yeah.
ball.
Well, and that was right over the bag, but it was in foul territory.
And normally, if there's a runner on first, normally that's the person A who's behind first base. That's his call. But because he's in B, which is in between first and second.
3-2 pitch, and that's in the dirt, ball 4. And here comes Kyle Stafford, so that's going to be it.
If there's a runner on first, normally that's the person A.
So, that's going to be it for Raphael Hall. We'll let you know who's coming to the game. It looks like it's going to be the right-hander Caden Witten. And we will we'll be right back after this. Okay. Welcome back to the broadcast. After the pitching change, Caden Witten will come into the game and take over. Inherits bases loaded with nobody out. Caden Witten, like I said, his last appearance was during that July 4th weekend 5-game series against the Humboldt Crabs up in Humboldt. I had the pleasure of getting to go and stay with the team and take a trip out there. It was fun. Caden Witten had a nice appearance. So here's the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, foul. So 0-2 is the count. Oh, and 2 from Witten. This one hit on the ground. Murphy flipping to Tyler Crudo, and a nice dig out by Zach Goldenberg to turn the double play. A run comes in to score, but that was a great play and a great double play, and it started with Brendan Murphy, and then what an excellent throw from Tyler Crudo coming across the bag to his right. He had to hurry the throw, and then a nice pick out from Zach Goldenberg. And this one hit high and deep into right center field on the first pitch, and that ball is gone. Right over the 370 marker. First pitch fastball. That was just a challenge heater right down the middle. Potters. That was Aiden Diome.
Next up, pairing 9.
Did he go yard earlier? I don't know. We've seen 3 home runs today. I don't know.
I've lost count.
I've lost count. I'm bored. What do you want to talk about? The World Cup?
This one hit. Tyler Crudo. Oh, what a play!
That's prime Joe Panic right there.
Tyler Crudo flashing the leather in this inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Mudcats coming up. Welcome back to the broadcast. Bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Crudo will lead things off.
Can we talk about the World Cup, Ryan? I mean, it's 21.
Talk about the World Cup. Crudo fouls one out of play.
All I'm going to say is this World Cup is scripted again for Argentina.
You got England, Argentina, Spain.
Spain is already advanced. I'm not going to say game of the year, but England should be playing Argentina because, one, Argentina, they've been... If you look at their
Crudo
games,
hits one on the ground, and that's a base hit.
Anybody want a hot link?
No. Because if you look at their games, if you look at their group stages and their knockout rounds, they haven't played a single top 15 team yet. The first team that they're playing is in the semifinals, which is England. And mind you, in their 3 knockout games before the semifinal and before the Switzerland game, they were barely scraping by. They barely beat Cabo Verde. They barely beat Egypt with the help from the refs. They let Switzerland come back into the game with only 10 players to force extra time. And now they're playing a very talented England team. And Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are obviously probably the most talented ones on that team, along with Declan Rice, who plays. He's more of a center defensive mid. But it should have been. God, I hate to say this, but it should have been Mexico. It should have been Mexico. But then again, before going into the knockout rounds, and even if they would have played Argentina right now, they would have been the other only top 15 team that they faced. Because going after all group stages, Mexico was ranked 9th in the World Cup.
Just shows you that, sometimes stats are just stats. When the games start, things can go south in a hurry. Things could go wrong. Things could go right for certain teams that maybe are overlooked. Like, I know Spain's a really good soccer team, but I was surprised today. I did not think France was going to lose, and I certainly did not think that they were going to lose and get shut out.
Yeah.
That was very surprising, but kind of, I guess, staying on the topic of the World Cup, it's
But
pretty
then-
cool that it was here in America. I think that really brought
The country
a lot,
together.
yeah, and I think it, because
And
there's a
I
lot of
think
people in America
even-
that don't watch soccer
Yeah.
regularly, and I think having the World Cup here, I think it made a lot of Americans that maybe don't really watch soccer on a regular daily basis kind of fall in love with the game. It's a cool game. It's a cool culture.
The game can be pretty boring sometimes, but just watch the club level. Just watch club level soccer. It's more entertaining than international soccer because the goal scores are much higher. Like if you watch probably the two top leagues, international tournaments, or not international, just soccer tournaments in general, it's the World Cup and the Champions League. If you go back this year, go to ESPN or Bleacher Report, go look at the Champions League scores from this past season. The first game between Barcelona and PSG, the score was 5-4. That's the score of a Major League Baseball game.
Yeah, and you don't see that in the World Cup.
No, you do not, because it's all international. Because it's only international players. Whereas at the club level, it's the best of the best. The best of the best from players from different countries. Like let's say PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, who are now back-to-back Champions League winners. They have players from France who are in France. They have players from Portugal. They have players from England. And then you go look at the team they beat, Bayern Munich, also players from England. They're in Germany. You go look at Madrid, arguably the best Champions League team of all time, or club of all time, with the most Champions League title with 14. Arguably, if you go look at their three-peat, they say the Champions League is more harder to win than the World Cup because, especially if you go back-to-back, because in club football, you're playing the best of the best.
Yeah.
Like I've said before. But if you go look at the World Cup, that's every 4 years. The Champions League is every year. So, I mean, if you go look at the 2016 to the 2018 Champions League, Real Madrid three-peated, and that's, people say that's
3-2, and that's strike three. Sorry to cut you off there for a minute. That pitch was just...
Next up, center field, number 29, White.
Goldenberg has some words for the home plate umpire. I mean, we do have it live right now, so
Yes,
it did look a little off the plate.
it did.
But the strike zone today, and
It's been all over the
it
place.
hasn't been consistent. And as this one's hit, little blooper, and that'll be caught by the third baseman. Runner will go back to second.
Next up, 22.
This is when we need that center field camera to come and play.
So here's Derek Bartram. Just a frustrating day for the Mudcats, and strike zone just, it doesn't help when you're down by as many runs as they are, and I think
No, it doesn't.
everything just
It starts to fall
kind
apart.
of everything starts
I
to
think
fall
it fell
apart.
apart
Yeah,
after the fourth inning, and they gave up 7.
Bartram pops this one up, and this one's gonna go well out of play. It's one thing too about, you know, umpires around the league, and not just this league, but you go up to the pros, obviously, like we were talking about
CD
earlier.
Buckner.
The pros, yeah, guys like him. The pros have to adjust to like the ABS, but obviously these umpires in the summer league, they're not, you know, they don't really have to worry about that. It's mostly like old school. But one of the things that I always didn't like as a player is I don't even care if you're consistently bad. I mean, obviously, like, you don't want to be bad as an umpire, but that's the biggest thing is be consistent.
Yes.
If you're calling something outside and then all of a sudden after the 5th inning you start not calling it, you start calling something that you weren't calling, it messes with the game. And
Like
obviously,
your zone is much
yeah.
wider at the beginning. My zone at the beginning of every game, for every every division is different.
Yeah.
Minors, I go 2 balls off the plate because they're much smaller. We've been told 2 balls off the plate to speed the game up, also to let them hit. That way they start swinging the bat instead of just stop watching pitches and look for walks.
Yeah.
And then when I get up to the higher division, just majors and 50, 70, my zone shrinks a little more. It goes from, I want to say, a ball and a half, maybe a ball. Majors is a ball and a half off the plate.
That is in there, strike 3. Backdoored him with the sinker. We'll get right back to
That's just horrible.
what you were saying after we get back from this. Top of the 7th. Welcome back to the broadcast. Top of the 7th inning. Caden Witten remains out there on the mound. We do have a couple substitutions and defensive movements on the field. Mason Kelly will move from left field and he'll go to first base. And Teo Kopp is into the game and he's in left field. Bruce Boucher will take over for Gilbert Roth. He's the catcher behind home plate. And Zach Goldenberg is out of the game. Mason Kelly, again, moved from left to first. And Goldie is out for the remainder of the game. And then Teo Kopp is once again coming into the ball game in left as Witten fires in a fastball and it's foul tipped at home plate. 2-2. Two and two from Caden Witten. This one fouled away.
You put in leadoff double? Who cares?
2-2.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
One of the only positive things I can take from this game so far right now is that it's finally not hot.
Yes.
2-2. This is just low. Count will run full.
This is perfect golf weather, but the wind might end up messing my slice.
3-2 from Witten. And he
That's
breaks
filthy.
out the beautiful curveball. Freezes
That's
him strike
filthy.
3. Completely fooled him on 3-2.
Let him pitch more.
Well, that appearance in Humboldt, he was really impressive.
He's impressive right
He
now.
did really good. So 1 out. Witten fires in a fastball, misses off the plate and away. Mason Belding is at the plate. Here's the 1-0. That one misses outside, 2-0.
Announcing anymore? He just quit.
That one's in there, strike 1. Three and 1 the count. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that is off the plate.
Witten had some
So-
words there for the umpire. I don't know
So
if
did
he was
Boucher. Boucher turned around and just kind of.
looked at him.
Bruce Boucher is very calm. He's not
Is that off?
not a hothead at all. Very chill dude.
Is that off the plate?
But he will calmly ask the umpire sometimes where that missed.
Kind of thought so, but you never know.
So
A lot of
1
these
out
players
walk.
are frustrated, even on the Potter side.
Well, it's been a frustrating day. I mean, when you talk about the
Strike zone.
the strike zone, that's been frustrating. But for the Mudcats' point of view, it's just been a very bad day all around.
They're
It has.
thinking strike zone is involved and not getting some calls by the umpire at strikes, but they're just not hitting the ball. So
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Louis Heater right by him. God, I sound like Matt Baskarian right now. God.
The default MLB The Show.
Mark DeRosa.
0-2 from Caden Witten. Looked like the changeup misses in the dirt.
By the way, he did a horrible job managing that Team USA WBC.
Yeah, that was
We were
that
the
was
favorites
definitely
going into that game.
yeah. Did not play like the favorites, that's for sure.
No.
At times, at least.
Especially against the DR.
DR is good though. Here's the 1-2. That one.
Chin music.
I was just about to say that. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Witten. That misses low and away. Count will run full. If you're Witten, you really enjoy a ground ball here.
Yes, let your defense work.
Get a double play. Possibly. 3-2. Curveball. Wow. Ball 4. We've seen that pitch called a strike before, and I'm not afraid to say that on the broadcast when it's the truth.
Yeah.
Especially at 21-0.
And it's not the first time I've said something in this broadcast or other broadcasts that we've done in the past.
Yes. Excuse, as you saw right now, Caden Witten asked the umpire if it was up.
I mean, you can't throw a better 3-2 curveball.
No, that's border. That's on the border. And that pitch was the pitch right now is basically in the dirt.
This one chopped foul over towards into the Mudcats dugout. Quick
Keep it.
0-2. And the thing too is, and one of the things, obviously I was never an umpire, but one of the things that I understand being a former pitcher is that when you establish the strike zone, you expect to get certain calls. As Witten gets his second strikeout of the evening, that curveball was just filthy. It started way above the helmet. As we're going to get a pinch hitter for the Potters.
16 for 6.
Dawson Reddick.
Dawson Reddick.
Redna. And he is New Hampshire, correct? Wow, that's deep on the East Coast.
I believe so. Could be wrong. Hopefully I'm, well.
That is deep on the East Coast.
Witten fires a first pitch fastball outside.
Oh my God, that was a pitch called 2 strikes ago.
That looked like that was the pitch called strike 3 to Zach Goldenberg last
I know.
inning. Here's the 1-0. Curveball hit sharply on the ground, and it takes a bad hop into left field. That'll score a run. And it's just a play. If you're Dante Coyote, there's nothing you could really do about that.
All right.
So
A blind guy can do a better job than this umpire.
1-0. This one looped into left field, and that'll fall down for a base hit.
Gun him.
And that throw will come in and get cut off. It's one of those things, too, and it's going to be tough, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to make assumptions. I wonder if they're going to hit Coyote with an error, and that would be a rough error. But that's a play that I'm sure Dante feels like that's a play that he makes. I mean, we've seen him make a lot of insanely crazy plays. You
Yes.
go back to his
Marin.
time in Marin, as that one was
Oh my
1-0.
His strike zone has opened up so much. Or, no, I'm sorry, not opened up. It's
Closed.
Shrunk so much.
That's in there, strike 1.
It should be 0-2 right now, not 1-1.
One 1 from Witten. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Bruce Boucher. He'll ask for a new baseball. 1-2. Time is 7:15. This game, that's in there for strike 3. So that'll end the inning. Caden Witten records his 3rd strikeout of his appearance. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th.
Elvis.
Yep.
The DH.
Hi, welcome back to the broadcast. Bottom of the 7th inning. Cal Elvis will swing through a first pitch fastball.
Tell me why Dante Cardi kind of looks like Harrison Bader.
If he hears that, I don't know. This one popped up into right field. It actually had some carry to it, and it's dropped. Right fielder lost it in the sun. Cal Elvis jogging into second base, and he's got himself a stand-up leadoff double. And here comes Dante Coyote.
A.K.A. Harrison Bader. Is that their first hit of the game?
Now batting.
No,
number 7,
no.
third baseman, Dante Coyote.
That tells you how long this game has been.
Well, it's been long.
I've forgotten how many hits they had.
They do have a chance to get their first run of the game,
Thank God.
but this is the first time since, I believe we go back to the 4th inning, where it was a leadoff double by Zach Goldenberg, and that was the last time that the Mudcats got the leadoff runner into scoring position in this game. So, the bats just have not,
Quiet.
they just have not been hot today.
So 16 winning the game, and they killed the DH.
Here's the 0-1.
I'm gonna.
Coyote pops one out of play. 0-2.
Oh, okay, well, that'll help. Thank you.
0-2 the count to Dante Coyote. Oh, 2. Coyote rips one into left field, and it's down for extra bases. And the Mudcats will get their first run of the game. Coyote replaces Cal Elvis at second base. And the Mudcats are finally on the board. That one was ripped down the left field line, bounced right underneath the 330-foot
Now
sign,
batting catcher number 10, Bruce Boucher.
right next to the foul pole.
I can see that Joseph Torres and the left fielder are having an exchange of words right now.
Probably messing with each other. Just with
Most
Torres, always.
He's a clown.
He's in a good way.
Yes.
Bruce Boucher.
He's always in a good mood.
Bruce Boucher gets his first at bat of the
Ball game.
evening.
The goose egg off the board. Positive.
Boucher looks at a pitch low, 2-0. So
That was called a strike earlier. But hey, it's in the Mudcats' favor now, so.
Chang comes set, 2-0. Boucher swings through a challenge fastball, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Boucher. And Boucher looks at strike 2.
Is that pitch right now called is that pitch called a strike? That low?
And it was called a strike. It was borderline. It was right on the bottom part of the strike zone, probably a little bit lower. But 2-2. And Boucher
Chase the slider.
chases the slider. So he's down on strikes. That's kind of been the story of the afternoon for the Mudcats. A lot of strikeouts.
Now batting
Doesn't help when you don't have the best strike zone in the world, but definitely a day like we were saying with the first game of the year,
Uh-huh.
game that you want to put behind you. This Mudcats team is loaded with talent. See their offense, one of the best. Just doesn't help when you're down 23-1.
No, it
It
is
doesn't
not.
help either. So here's Brendan Murphy. Murphy chops one on the ground, coming up over to get as the third baseman. It's a fair ball, and he throws it down the right field line. So Coyote's going to come around to score. Brendan Murphy will stop at second. Throw now just comes back in. And now that ball kind of gets away, but Murphy's going to stay at put at second. So Coyote comes in to score. That's the Mudcats' second run of the game.
That'll be 2 throwing
And-
errors.
Tyler Crudo will come up to the plate now.
Next up, second baseman, number 14, Tyler Kudo.
Would have been a tough play to make anyway. It was hit just perfectly down the third base line. And I don't... Kind of almost looked at first, the third baseman kind of double clutched. I don't know if he lost grip of the ball or if he thought that it was a foul ball. Because he kind of hesitated, and then he had to rush the throw, and that caused the throwing error.
Yes. Mind you, the first baseman does have a pair of sunglasses on. I don't know why. Maybe he's not using them because the sun is not in his face
Well, you
anymore.
do have the shadows,
Yes.
but it does look like the sun's kind of going that way. Here's the 0-1 to Crudo. Crudo swings and fouls. Not sure if he even got a piece of it. Count will be 0-2. Chang comes set. 0-2 to Crudo. Crudo looks at a pitch low. 1-2.
Good God. I know a 12-year-old kid who knew better than this guy. and I'm being serious. The kid
1-2. Crudo fouls one out of play.
The kid I'm talking about just did 3 games for the 12U All-Stars.
Well, you talk about the strike zone, and we've seen that pitch get called a strike, and
Yes.
it's also very, risky take if you're Crudo, but Crudo knows the strike zone very well, and that wasn't a strike, but it could have been. The way that the umpire has called the strikes and balls today, that probably
Any
should have
other
been a
umpire-
strike to that umpire.
Any other umpire, that's a strike, most likely. Earlier in this game, that's a strike to recall.
1-2. Here's the pitch to Crudo. Crudo pops one high and out of play. Looks like Crudo's trying to go to the opposite field.
I don't blame him. I think I think he's trying to hit one of the Potter guys on the bullpen right now.
And Potters are laying down along the line, and this one goes right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. That'll knock in Brendan Murphy. He comes around to score. And with one out, Tyler Crudo has himself an RBI single.
That is what you call a shooting box.
And Mason Kelly will come up.
Trust me.
That's the Mudcats' third run of the day.
Trust me, I've seen my dad do that in senior softball. But he can actually control the bat. I can't, and I've actually hit my brother's shin doing that, so I've almost killed him.
Mason Kelly.
Almost took off his head.
Kelly has a lot of power.
Got a new bat?
And he's used that bat a couple of times. It's a really nice bat.
It is. Get you a torpedo bat.
Here's the 1-0 to Kelly. Kelly takes a fastball high, 2-0. Shadows have really crept in. Sun is starting to go down. Swing and a miss. That was the home run swing on 2-0.
Yes, that was. We wanted to put that over the scoreboard, over this little sharp forge over there.
And he has the power to do it. He's done it plenty of times here at Yarborough Stadium this year. 2-1 to Kelly. Kelly, high into center field. Coming is the center fielder, and he'll make the catch. And I think if you're Mason Kelly, you probably feel like you just missed one. Fastball right down the middle of the plate, and he hit it about 20 stories high.
High as the Empire State Building.
So Teo Kopp, who came into the game to substitute, well, Mason Kelly moved to first base for Zach Goldenberg. Teo Kopp will get his first reps of the day.
He's got some pop too. He led those Falcons in RBIs this season.
And he knows this field very well.
He knows his dimensions.
Kopp, really good player.
He knows his dimensions very well. He knows where to hit the ball where the players can't get to him. I say pull the ball down the line.
1-0 to Cop. Cop chops one foul. Oh. Make the count 1-1. And that is just off the inside corner. 2-1. Teo Cop has had a really good season for the Mudcats. Here's the 2-1, and he looks at strike 2.
Where was that at? In the dirt.
2-2 to Teo Cop. Cop chops one foul along the third base line.
It's like every other pitch in that location is going to be a strike.
Here's the pitch. Cop down on strikes, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Welcome back to the broadcast. Top of the 8th inning. We got a pitching change. Joseph Torres takes over on the mound as he fired in, well, thought it was a strike, but
I could have
guess
sworn
not.
he called a strike.
Guess not. 1-1. He's waiting for the umpire to give the signal, but he didn't. 1-1, swing and a miss, and I guess it was strike 3. So he's down on strikes. Joseph Torres picks up his first strikeout. That'll bring up Perrin Bland.
Out of Mississippi.
Perrin Bland. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
In his first at-bat.
Sophomore.
Joseph Torres. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen.
That screen is not there. The people in this blue shed right here are getting hit all day.
That's why there's the screen.
Actually, no.
0-1. And that is in there. Strike 2.
I don't think they're going to get hit because of the metal boards that are in front of the thing.
0-2. Fastball high and away.
Are you pre-ordering GTA 6?
Already have. 1 and
Half
2
a-
from Torres.
That's half a terabyte.
That'll be all right.
You get how much storage is on your PS5?
A lot. I have an extra terabyte thing. I have the little thing that you plug into the back of the PlayStation 5 that
that's
adds.
not gonna work.
It might. It should. I spent like $100 on it.
Go return that thing. You're gonna have to go buy the terabyte that actually goes inside the console.
Works for COD. 1 and 2.
That also is made for PS4, so
Here's the 1-2 from Joseph Torres. This one popped up
Bye
and
ball.
hit out of play.
by the way, on a foul ball earlier, it did hit an apartment earlier on this side. So when I was getting our waters and Gatorades, it hit an apartment.
Warrior bat boy. Way to go, Tucker.
Way to stay in the ball game too.
Torres comes set. 1 and 2. That one misses inside. Thing about these Potter hitters is,
That was called a strike earlier.
well, it did kind of brush him off the plate, but he also stands really close.
Yes.
Here's the 2-2. This one ripped into left center field. That'll get down for extra bases. A roll right to the 370 marker, throwing it in as Teo Kopp. That's a stand-up double, and that puts a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
I thought they gave up their
Oh.
DH spot.
Not bad, number 9.
So, runner at second. Joseph Torres fires in a strike. We are heading towards the conclusion of this very long game. One of the longer games of the season. You have to go back to, well, maybe opening day, where the Mudcats lost by a very similar score. 1-1. This one hit on the ground. Over to get it is Murphy. He's got it, thrown in the dirt, and it was offline. And Mason Kelly did a good job at just avoiding the ball from going possibly into the Potters' dugout, or at least getting past him, which would have allowed the runner to move up to third potentially. So everybody is safe, but double play is still there. Mudcats have already turned 2 this game.
Oh, the Potters did give up their DH spot, so now he's two-waying. Austin Chang is now going to be their two-way player.
So they utilize the Ohtani rule again.
Unfortunately,
Your favorite.
not my favorite. Now, because Oracle Park is not hitter-friendly, would you want Shohei Ohtani to sign with us or no? I mean, he has hit some
I think here's the thing. Ballparks, Oracle is one of the least hitter-friendly ballparks in the entire sport.
unless you get rid of
But-
Triples Alley.
But, as that's in there for strike 2.
I mean, Levi's landing was made for Barry Bonds, so
But
Ohtani
here's the
and-
thing. If you're a good hitter, you're going to hit in any ballpark. Yes, certain ballparks will give you disadvantages and advantages as a hitter. So here's the
Colorado.
1-2 and fooled him. 1-2 curveball, and he sits him down.
One of the advantages is Colorado.
Colorado for sure. You have the
Probably-
high elevation.
Probably the most
Also,
hitter-friendly ballpark.
also you look at Arizona. Look at
Chase Field.
Chase Field.
Might be going there in August
2 outs.
to go watch the sorry Dodgers. Sorry Dodgers fans, but this should be honest. You guys have ruined baseball. You were going to a walkout next year.
This one has popped up in the infield. Tyler Crudo is calling off Mason Kelly, and that'll end the inning. So a nice inning from Joseph Torres. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Mudcats All right. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. Wyatt Davis will step in. Wyatt Davis, first pitch into right center field. That's going to be into the gap. It'll take a one hop bouncing up against the wall. Wyatt Davis is rounding second. He's going to 3. And he's in there with a stand-up leadoff triple.
Triple Sally.
Wyatt Davis.
As long as you don't hit the Dodgers, they're a little gay thing.
Oh, no.
They're a little. Nice.
Everybody knows what that is.
Yes.
So here's Derek Bartram.
Unfortunately, if there was a camera on me, you guys would be able to watch me do it, though.
They probably know.
Yes.
So Derek Bartram will step in. Here's the first pitch. And, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call when a positional player is out on the mound. A little floater. And that hit him in the helmet. So Derek Bartram will go to first, and now this has become kind of entertaining. So that'll bring up Cal Elvis.
Your starting pitcher, who's two-way for the Mudcats.
Yeah, Chang was good out there for the Potters. He was the last two-way. Came in last inning he had in that bat. And Cal Elvis hits one hard, and it rolls right underneath the glove of the shortstop, and that'll be an RBI single.
That'll be an RBI error.
I don't think they're going to hit him with the error.
I think they will.
That would be a tough error. So that'll bring up Dante Coyote.
Next up, third baseman number 7, Dante Coyote.
Dante Coyote had himself a leadoff double, or he got an RBI double in his last at-bat. Coyote down the line. Is it fair? It's foul.
Foul by how many feet, Ryan? Like 10 or 20?
No, like just a few. It bounced just on the other side of the foul pole, but it was fouled by a few feet.
Mm-hmm.
One and one. Here's the pitch to Coyote. Ooh. Broke out the curveball. 2-1. Two and one to Coyote. Coyote up the middle. Nice grab by the second baseman. Steps on the bag for one. No, he didn't step on the bag. But his only play was to first. It kind of looked like from this angle, I can't really see over the pitcher's mound, that he was right on top of the bag, but he might have been a little bit to the right. But anyway, he gets Coyote out. So that'll bring up Bruce Boucher. Both runners moved up, so now you have runners at second and third. Boucher hits one up the middle, and that's into center field. The second baseman threw his glove at it. That'll score 2. So that's an 2 RBI single for Bruce Boucher. That'll bring up Brendan Murphy.
Next up, shortstop, number 9, Brendan Murphy.
That one gets away from the catcher a little bit, but runner will not advance. Boucher stays at first. 1-0 to Brendan Murphy. And that one misses high and away. 2-0. Here's a 2-0. That one misses high. 3-0.
Scoreboard's not working. All they're doing is runs.
Scoreboard couldn't keep up.
All they're
3-0
doing is
pitch. And that's ball 4.
I think the scoreboard hurt us.
Scoreboard just, scoreboard.
It goes in and out.
Yeah, we know about this.
That sounds so good right now.
We know about the Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium scoreboard.
That sounds so good right now. Though.
What?
In and out.
In and out does, but that line is so long right now.
I got connections. Don't worry about it.
Here's Tyler Crudo, and he looks at a pitch in there for strike 1. And Crudo, I think he was very happy about that pitch.
Yes, he wanted to send it.
0-1. Crudo.
There's that swing.
0-2.
Strike out.
He's got a little bit of a curveball that he throws, and he'll sneak it in there with the little floater that he throws. Here's the 0-2. Crudo fouls it away.
2 curveballs and then gas. That's what I throw to my brother when I'm playing MLB The Show. And I'll tell him exactly what's coming.
That's the thing. If you're a coach, too, you're probably going to tell him after this, don't ever throw that hard again. We need you.
Yes. We need you to catch.
0-2. Crudo fouls this one away.
Drop a bunt down. Makes that bad. Drop a bunt down. Mason Kelly's super fast.
0-2. Crudo chops one on the ground in the hole into right field. That'll be a base hit. So that'll load the bases for Mason Kelly.
Never mind. Do not drop a bunt down. Let Mason Kelly eat.
That's one of the things, like Mason Kelly coming up with a positional player out on the mound. You already know what Mason Kelly's going to be trying to do at this point.
Over the short porch.
At this point. And why not?
Derby.
Have a little fun.
Where's the metal bat?
The only thing is Mason Kelly's bat speed might be a little too fast
Where's
for this
Goldie
type
when you
of
need him?
pitcher.
Is Goldie speed too fast too or no?
Goldie has that uppercut swing. He's kind of the same as Mason Kelly.
But not
Kelly's
as fast.
fast hands, though. He can catch up to really high velocity fastballs. Here's the first pitch. Kelly! Deep and foul.
Ball. If the lines were out far that way, that ball is gone. If this was polo ground, that ball is gone. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. The very short home runs, those balls go only like 205 and they're gone.
0-1. Kelly chops one on the ground to third. The third baseman will go to short route. He was thinking about going home, but
No, I didn't see him go home. I thought he was going to go 2.
he kind of looked at home when he first got the ball. But he goes the short way to third, and there are 2 outs for Teo Kopp.
And also another man with pop. We've seen him go yard for the Falcons before. Where's Mason Sayer when they need him?
Kopp, deep down the line and foul.
You're standing on my cord.
Oop. That's my apologies. Here's the 0-1. And there goes that mystery curveball that he just magically pulled. Oh, 0-2 to Teo Kopp. Here's the 0-2. Kopp fouls it off.
Now this is just batting practice at this point. This
That was
should be
Johnny
batting
Cueto.
practice. Yes.
That was a little Johnny Cueto right there. I want to see if he does the shimmy, though. It's not Johnny Cueto until you do the 3 shimmies and then you throw
That's
it.
Kenley Jansen.
No, that's Johnny. Johnny used to do the... Here it is again. And he got him. So that's the ball game. The Potters, they win this one by a final score of, 23-7.
16.
We'll keep we'll keep
16
the
to 7?
outros. We'll keep the outros short and sweet and simple.
Gotta hit the ball
Oh.
more, boys.
Well, and I think when you go down by as much as you were, obviously it's you
You
know
held them to 1-0 in
Yeah.
the 8th.
Darkness.
so
Darkness.
so that just about wraps things up. Antonio, you kind of gave your outro there, right? Like with the they just
gotta hit the ball.
gotta hit a
Gotta
little
hit.
bit better.
Gotta hit, gotta
And,
make the small.
yeah.
Like, you can't have those small little mistakes.
Yeah.
The ball in left field by Mason Kelly, the drop ball by Dante Coyote. Yes, I get that we're playing at a very windy stadium, or not even a windy stadium, but just a wind is a factor here. You gotta be able to track the ball. We've seen it We've seen it be a factor for the Falcons, but and mind you, the Potters are up 14 or 15, and they're
Yeah.
still sending players home.
Yeah,
They're still sending players double bases.
yeah. And I mean, but that's just a whole
At that
nother
point,
thing.
just go
Yeah,
stay in the
yeah.
station.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on this game. I think I'm gonna agree with what you were saying.
I mean, the position players
yeah,
look excellent
just
for the Falcons. So
yeah. I think just or for the Mudcats.
yeah,
I think just the hitting needs to be a lot better, and the hitting has been good. I mean, they
It
have
has
the
been
best.
good.
They have the best overall
mind you,
hitting.
the umpire was
Yeah, the umpire was that,
horrible.
and again, that's a whole nother thing. It does affect the game, but I think when you allow 23 runs, I think that is where that's where I think this game really went wrong.
yes.
Other than one inning, in
The
8
seventh.
innings of play,
The fourth.
for the
Seventh.
Potters, other than the 8th inning, they scored every single inning.
Mind you, this is
So-
like the opening game.
Yeah, so
But mind you, then again, the Falcons did come alive in the very end of the game. They scored more runs in this game than the opening game. So
yeah. Well, that just about wrapped things up. Again, my name is Ryan Irwin, alongside me Antonio Harris, and this is the third to last time that the Mudcats will be playing the Potters this season. They'll travel to Lincoln tomorrow night and play them in Lincoln. First pitch will be 6:35, and then they come right back home on Thursday. They'll play the visiting Medford Rogues for the first time this season here. They played them down in Medford. And then they'll meet the Lincoln Potters one more time, and that'll be in Lincoln on the 23rd of July, and that's the second to last game. Then they wrap up against the Prune Packers. But before signing off, the final score, the Potters win this